y'all to push it down when it won't move.
Y'all stupid. Y'all
You want more good though. You got more patience than I do.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
I'm up in here. You say we live, but I don't see it. So I gotta log out.
We live.
Out for that Instagram. We gotta be on that Instagram. We are live, y'all. Y'all up here talking about y'all lashes and stuff.
Girl,
Keisha,
Keisha, wait a minute. Now tell me, this eyelash don't look different than this eyelash. Look how this eyelash make it look like my eye low, and this will make it look like my eye big.
Use them as.
I'm just saying.
It's right up here going like
yeah.
that.
See, right here is going that way.
Right, it's going up on the
And
side.
yeah, see,
Do with y'all. I can't do nothing with them. I can't do nothing with them.
But that's the kind of stuff we deal with when we doing lashes.
right. Hey,
It's y'all. They are a mess.
Look,
and it's this one.
I remember one picture I had to like hold my eyes open so it looked like like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear them.
Like, they don't understand. Us women go through some stuff.
Right. So y'all, we can't. So we're not live on we're not live on Instagram. Something happened here. So
you got your Betty Boots on.
Yeah, it's saying we were live, but it did some things to it. So we're not live on that today. So bam, we live on here today. So how about that?
That's okay.
You know, we had them technical difficulties sometimes.
Girl, you know I have them all the time, so we already know.
So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure we get through some things. You know, we got some people. You know, I want to make sure we get everybody on here. Let me start sharing because people be like, "You ain't shared the show. Is y'all live?
We here? Come on,
we live. Let me share this show. Let me share. I'm sharing it with the people. I'm putting all the people in here. I'm sharing all the people. Who look, I'm trying to hit Keisha. She here.
Look,
right when I'm trying to share it with you, and you here, girl. Right?
She said she was sharing it with everybody.
Yeah, she sharing it.
Therefore, right there. I'm sharing it with everybody.
I'm tired symbol in the corner over here. It's like virtual, so I can't. It's this way. This is cute. I like this. This is very nice.
Right?
Yeah, well, you can see yourself through her. Yeah.
Like right here.
Ain't it cute? So we're going to have some topics we're going to talk about, but I'm going to make sure I'm trying to get everybody up in here so they can see it. We got some music we're going to play. Why am I keep sending it to Keisha? She is here with us. I don't know. I'm a little special.
I go back, I watch all the shows.
Right, I'm a little special. So I'm trying to make sure I get it to everybody. I'm trying to make sure everybody get it. You know, it's showing we live. I'm trying to make sure everybody get it. I don't want to miss nobody. I don't want nobody to say, but she ain't sending it to me. I'm sending it to you, player.
Y'all come on.
I'm sending it to you because we're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to talk about a lot of little stuff.
We're going to talk about these messed up eyelashes right here.
I'm not, Lord Jesus. Why, Lord? She crazy.
Man, we just put our face like right there.
Right. So I'm trying to make sure. I got everything and everybody who all I'm adding to it. You know,
trying to see.
Making sure I don't want to leave nobody out. I don't want nobody to say, "Oh, Miss Shay left me out." No, I'm not trying to do that. Trying to make sure I got everybody in here. It's 5 people on here. Let us know who's on here so we'll know who we talking to. You know, we doing our thing. We talking and we got some questions. We got some things. So Miss Monica, how did you like Set the Record Straight yesterday?
Girl, I love it. I can't wait till next Friday.
Most definitely. Shout out to that boy, Marcel. Marcel, that shirt is so beautiful that you made. That is what's up. Shout out to the glue. What's up? Y'all always doing y'all thing. Most definitely, we be trying. We be trying. Yeah, salvage in the building already. So, man, we talked about Set the Record Straight yesterday. We talked about a bunch of things, but before we get into the show, I would love for everyone to please go and sign the petition to have a street in Houston, Texas named after DJ Screw. Please go to bit.ly/ all caps DJ Screw. Y'all sign that petition because Cullen is not named after DJ Screw.
That was gonna Set the Record Straight.
Yeah, but it was
so people would get a true understanding. Shout out to that boy Incredible Craig, man. I can't wait to play that joint.
All right.
I can't wait to play that joint.
Swinging on
him. Boy, we had fun at that video shoot, did we not?
Yes, we did.
We have cameos in the videos. So man, I can't wait till the video comes out because we're gonna world premiere it here on What's Up, Slim Minister. We're gonna premiere it here on the Tower Radio Show. Let me make sure I copy this link and send it over to the boss man so he can see that we are doing our job. You know.
Oh, he's probably looking at us on the big screen.
Yeah. So he's probably looking at us on the big screen.
Well, at least we don't get rolled up.
I know, right? Well, he told me I don't have my write-ups for the rest of this year.
Right?
Oh, okay.
When our system went down, I gotta give. She held us down when the system went down.
January 1st. That might be a different story.
Okay.
Right. That part. Because man, we trying to do our thing, trying to make things go right. Oh, I got my sis Karen. What's up, sis? Man, got my sis up in here. So man, we doing so much things. We got so many things going on. We have the Texas side. No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. The Tower Radio Show presents the Texas Size Block Party. It is March 23rd. We will give you more details on the location because we're gonna have fun out there. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have more details for you. Got that boy Al B watching.
All right,
man.
Al B,
you know. We got some things. That's the Crank It Up King, man. We got some things going on. Let's see. Miss Keisha, you went on with us yesterday. So how did you feel about the Set the Record Straight show yesterday?
I like the Set the Record Straight show yesterday. I thought it was great. And I think we need to keep continuing to set the record straight for all those individuals that, want to say things and then not really know what they're talking about. So,
right.
And then also give other people an opportunity to say how they feeling about certain things.
Right.
And you don't always have to call people out, put names on it, but for those who know who they are, they know who they are.
Right. I think y'all like Set the Record Straight because y'all like to hear me cuss.
I like
you gonna cuss anyway.
Get there.
Y'all be liking to hear me cuss.
She gonna cuss anyway.
Do it anyway.
Oh, I'm gonna cuss. I don't be trying to cuss to be cussing. I just be trying to, I be just saying what I say and mean what I say and say it how I meant it. That's what I'm saying.
It just slip out, huh? It just slip out, Shay, huh?
No, I be cussing for real. Be really cussing. I do. I be cussing.
On Isaiah Factor.
Okay, I need to give me a shirt that say I cuss all day, every day, even on a holiday. Right.
Hey, Miss Cynthia.
Hey, Miss Cynthia. Let me see. You be you, huh?
Look, don't be pushing her up to that.
Right there. See, my people ride for me. They know I be mean. They know. So we got some questions and some top. That's what I'm talking. You got me right there. My say, he said, I got you. Stay right there. Right there. Mm-mm. See, my still be pumping me up. Y'all know I stay cussing. But no, we got some topics, that we're going to talk about. It's some good questions and things. And we got artists in here. We have entrepreneurs in here. We have managers in here. We got a lot of little things that I feel that we need to kind of touch on and speak about, and maybe just open up some eyes to stuff. I'm trying to send stuff to people, hopefully, that they could see it. Let me see here. And we be talking about some things, and there could be some good questions that people could answer and just give their little insight on it. So let's see here. So Miss Keisha, pull out one of those questions and we're gonna see if people can answer these questions.
So one question that we wanted to bring up is why are hip hop and R&B still popular streaming wise, but less so on live music, on the live music front? So why is it so popular streaming wise, but it's not so popular when it comes to live music concerts?
So we're gonna throw that up there, see?
And see who can answer that for us.
So read that. So it's scrolling down at the bottom and it says, why are hip hop and R&B still popular streaming wise, but less so on the live music front? That's a good question.
So why is it so popular streaming wise? Why do you think?
Oh, most definitely. Let me say that. Congratulations to you, Marcel, on your marriage. Yes. But you could invite Mr. Dot. I got a flower girl dress that's the bomb. Mr. Dot got a ring bearer suit that is live. We could have.
You gonna be a part of the wedding party?
I could have been a part of the wedding party. I'm telling you, I tell Albie that all the time. I got a banging flower girl dress.
Oh Lord.
Getting everything. Mr. Dot got a cool ring bearer suit. We would have been live at 5. Y'all see why people like hang with me? I have no sense. None. Ring bearer suit. I got a flower girl dress. I'm telling y'all. Watch.
Look. What did he
say?
That's
what's up. I'm wearing my flower girl dress too.
Not to the reception, sis.
She said to the reception, Mom. She said to the reception.
Okay.
I'll be walking down my basket just like this. For real.
You're walking with the basket. That's what she gonna be doing at the reception.
Nah, I can't cuss because it could be some old people that be like, who is this country ass girl up in here? Nah, but for real. But that's a good question that she asked. So let's see. The whole clock invited already. Let me see. So this is a good question that, why is it still popular on stream, and not popular on live? So, hey, I don't know, a lot of people can't answer that. So let's see, So Miss Keisha, give us a question. We got some managers on here. Give us a manager's question.
Management question?
Yes.
That's a good thing to ask.
So let me know which one you're gonna put and I'll hit it across this ticket.
All right. So if you think of any management questions, here's one. One thing is, how would you handle a situation where an artist is not meeting their contractual obligation? So if an artist is not meeting their contractual obligation, how would you handle that situation?
Oh, that's a good question. Being a manager, how would you handle that? Let's see.
Being a manager. I'll put it up so we can have it on the ticker at the bottom.
Okay, what's up? What's up, Riz? What's up? Okay, let's go to this. Okay, the first one. Because people tune into social media more than live audience. Bam! That's what I'm talking about. That's the answer to that first question. That's what I'm talking about, and that is so true. People are more into the social media platform of music than they are watching you live. Because I've been watching, I guess somebody's doing like that honey thing, whatever that is, with Mary J. Blige and all them are down there. And the audience is so scarce right now.
Right.
It's real scarce. And you would think it would be a big audience with Mary J. Blige and all of them, but it's real scarce. So,
So let me ask you a question. Would you rather watch the performance live, or would you rather go sit?
What's up, Vic? I would prefer to watch it on the screen because number one, I'm gonna tell you why. Because these tickets is getting outrageous. These tickets are getting outrageous. I'm not taking half. I'm not taking 4 or 5 mortgage payments to go watch you for one night. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that.
4 or 5 mortgage payments?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking bill money and all that to be watching you for one night. Because you ain't going to come let me stay with you if my shit get cut off. I'm just saying. I mean, and then again, things are so different now to where people shooting up concerts, people doing, you have to go, okay, Monica, she stepped out. You have to go, hold home is the best way to go. Streaming is the best way to go.
So do you think it's an expense factor for the people that are having to put on the show? It's cheaper for them to do it streaming online than it is for them to do.
No, because see, artists gonna stream it regardless, online and live, regardless. So they're artists get free streaming. When you go to a concert and you streaming it on your page, you giving them free streaming. You ain't know that though, but you giving them free streaming.
So take for instance, comedian Ali Sadiq, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did a virtual show.
Okay.
Where he had people paying, I think it was like $20 a ticket
to
see a virtual versus live.
Right.
And he actually got quite a few people to come see him virtually for that show.
Right.
And they were willing to do it.
Yeah, because you're in the comfort of your home. You can get up, go get a snack or whatever. I mean, it's totally different. So let's see here. Oh, you got to hit it again?
Here we go.
Okay. That's why the old school Crank It Up is making it affordable for people to come out and see a live performance. Correct.
That's cool.
Because nobody wants to pay $1,400 and $1,500 for a one-day ticket to see you for maybe a concert maybe lasts 4 hours, 5 hours, 2 hours at the max. Why would I do that?
I just priced the concert now. The tickets are like the tickets that they have available right now are like cheapest ticket was like $161. Once you add the fees for the people who broken the tickets,
right,
you're paying almost $200 a ticket.
Shout out to Stillwell. What's up? He said it's easier to pull out your phone than to actually show up. Yeah, it is. It really is, because here's the thing, and then this is the thing. Like I said, when you go to those concerts, those artists, and you go to those concerts and you're streaming on your phone, they don't have to pay to stream. You doing it for them. Right. You done paid for the ticket and then you're doing the work for them.
That is true. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So what's another question we got there?
Okay, another question we have, and I'm going to put it up on the ticker.
So okay.
How would you handle a situation where an artist is not meeting their contractual obligations? This is for you managers. If you have an artist that you are managing and they're not meeting their contractual obligations, how would you handle that situation with that artist?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Managers on the platform today? Your artist.
So how would you handle a situation where an artist is not meeting their contractual obligations?
So they are not adhering to their contract.
So give them an example. So what will be one thing you say that they're not doing their obligations? What would be something in the contract you would say?
So say for instance, they're supposed to be showing up for they're supposed to be in the studio, right? Wait, but you have a contract with him.
Tell him to hit the road, Jack. Yeah, you have a contract with him.
He's like, tell him to hit the road, Jack. You the call we did with one of your people, and they literally went through and started ripping up people's contracts while we was on that call. That was so funny.
And he was told to do that because I told him to do that. And the reason it was an artist of mine, and he had a label outside of me managing him. And what the story was is when we had the meeting, and he was like, well, Miss Shay, they not doing what I'm asking them. Okay, well, when you call them to the meeting, let people know you're serious, just tear it up. If you're not holding your end of the bargain, why do I need to keep holding on to you? And I told him, rip it up in front of them. You gotta. Hey, it's a waste of time for a manager to keep always making you fulfill obligations that you're supposed to fulfill. After a while, you're gonna get tired of that. And the key word I say, you're gonna tell them hit the road, because you're gonna get tired of that. It's draining, and you can be doing something else. So what's another one you got?
So say for instance, part of the contract is for you to show up for your shows ahead of time or on time, and they just don't show. They be late every show. You have to track them down sometimes.
Oh, see, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Are you telling them you need to be here's the
thing. You have a manager. You give your artist a calendar, and you keep a calendar. It should not be anything. And if your artist has an assistant, that assistant needs to also be on the same track with you as a manager, the artist. So y'all all can be on one page. You got it. When a manager is handling another deal, the artist should always have an assistant.
Right.
So that an assistant can keep you in the loop of what's going on. Just say the manager has to go do a contract deal for you, but you got to be up here performing. That assistant needs to go with you. And then the manager's assistant needs to stay with them to keep in contact to let what's going on. Okay. That's how that works. That's why it's called having a team to make it go right.
So if you're a manager, you should be able to know these things and have these things in place for your artist.
You should.
So is the manager responsible for going to track down the artist? Like, say I book studio time and you're not there. I need to figure out where you are?
No.
Or should that artist be?
No, that artist need an artist. These artists are not children. So you already know this is what your bread and butter is. So if you want to stay, I'm like this with me. If you want to stay hungry and you don't want to feed what you're trying to feed, then you stay hungry. And eventually when we meet up, I'm going to do just what LB say, hit the road. Not going to play with you because you're not going to ruin my reputation.
I like the fact he's telling him hit the road, Jay.
Yeah, you got to.
So what you telling them that, would that be a breach or would it already be a breach from their side? Because
it'll be a breach from their side. Yeah, it'll be a breach from their side. Yes, it would. It'll be a breach.
Okay. Well, thank you, Miss Shay. Miss Music info over there. Look, I appreciate it.
Most definitely. We're going to jump into a track, though.
Okay.
Let's jump into one. Let's see. You know what? Let's see what I'm going to hit them with. I'm trying to see what I'm going to hit them with.
Hit them with something that they need to hear.
Since I've always speaking about repping for Houston and I do my thing. So we're gonna jump it off with this track here. It was an amazing video shoot we went to. So we're gonna jump it off with this track right here. We're gonna jump it off with Swang on Me by Incredible Craig featuring Quiet Money Dot and Danielle Renee. Here we go.
Slab coming down. Trunk deuces rolling red, rolling blue. Trunk up. Still hanging. We on the blacktop. Came broad day to the night. It's outside business. Quiet money down. What's up with it?
Sway on the boulevard, come through and sway on me. Come and swing down on me on the boulevard, come through and swing on me.
Yeah, sitting on that leather double stitched in the cockpit. 30 reds coming down on the block thick. 30 rounds in the cake, it's a chopstick. We going live. Got it jumping like a mosh pit. Ready. Strike a pose in the slab like a Vogue model. Yeah. Everywhere the foes roll, yeah, the hoes swallow. 9 times out of 10, bet them hoes swallow. Corey Blunt and Stick One was my role model. In the game, it's a way of life. 50 grand in this bitch, you got to pay the price. Them early 90s for them wheels, they'll take your life. Paying homie, so in love.
On the boulevard, come through and sway on me. Come and swing down on me. On the boulevard, come through and sway on me.
Yeah. Swing down, sweet chariots, let us ride. You ain't doing shit if you ain't live on all 5. 22 inches, all wires, that's Clyde. You know I'm talking Drexler, steering wheel pretzel. Not in my cup, but it's boogers on my belt. My stomach cutting up, I need a deuce to make it settle. Trunk busting tucks, all bass, no trouble. Probably fucking up the struts, red paint like the devil. Talking to the Lord through the roof. Pull my card, I'ma shoot. We treat the boulevard like the new. Ball fade with the board like screw. I'm smelling smelling like Dior, not true. 4-door or the coupe. We gon'
on the boulevard, come through and swing on me. Come and swing down on me on the boulevard, come through and swing on me.
Jam right there. That's my jam right there, man. Miss Cynthia say that's my shit.
Look, she came on here live. That's my
Look, that's my shit. So Miss Monica, is that your shit right there too?
You already know it.
One main thing between an artist and a manager is communication and a weekly check-in with each other. That is so true. I gotta leave that up there.
Yeah.
You gotta have it. You gotta have it. You gotta have that right there.
Set the record straight.
No, that ain't even to set the record straight. That's just facts right there. Just facts. You ain't even got to set the record straight on that. That is just straight facts. That is straight facts. So, Miss Keisha, what's the next one you got there?
Look, we're gonna keep coming with these questions. So
Yeah.
here we go.
All right.
So every manager should have an approach, right? So
Right.
Here's a question that I want to put up here for.
Okay, so let's get it back around.
So it says, describe your approach to developing and managing relationships. with
Shout out to
labels
Jerry Holmes. He watching it. Shout
for
out.
a manager. So we can start with the first one.
Okay.
What is your approach to developing and managing relationships with labels, promoters, venues, and other industry professionals as a manager?
Okay.
So what is
Read the
your
question
strategy?
again.
So describe your approach as a manager when it comes to developing and managing relationships with labels, promoters, venues, and other industry professionals, because you have to have all these things. So what is your approach as a manager?
Okay. Well, for me, being a manager, first of all, before a manager can approach any type of situation, whether it be promotions, whether it be trying to get your artist on a label, you got to make sure, first of all, before you do any of that, that your artist is marketable. Because you can't step in anywhere and an artist is not marketable. You got to make sure your artist is not scared. You got to make sure you don't got that artist to where they say, okay, spit me a ball. Your artist don't be like, well, I need a track. You ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? You're not ready. You're not ready. It's so many different approaches to, to developing that for your artist. And you got to be able to really give your artist a manager also needs to know the business too. You can't just be getting in it just to be getting in it because, oh, my cousin made me the manager. No, you got to kind of know what you're doing. You really do. You got to know what you're doing, because not only are you setting a range for the artist, but you're setting a range for yourself. You get what I'm saying? You set a range for yourself. You got to be able to know, when, like you say, you have labels, promoters, venues. A label nowadays, a manager would tell his artist, you really want to steer from a label. I'm not saying all labels are bad. I'm just saying, if you are an independent artist, stay that way. Because like I said before, when you start talking about being on a label, artists who go to labels, those are artists who really can't financially finance their career. They need a backing.
You said that yesterday.
Yeah, they need a backing. But when you're independent and you have financed it so far, I say if you financed it 85% of your career on your own without any backing and you financed it yourself, stay independent because you're doing good. But if you need that help and you can only finance maybe 5% of your career, and you may have to go to a label to finance it. But understand, your manager needs to know them key points, them targets when y'all sit down before them people. Because I know the key thing I say, if my artist has to go in front of a label, don't tell me nothing about no royalty check right now. Let me let you know that when we sit down at this table, whatever songs he come with, he's gonna own the masters. You're not gonna own that. That's what they want. They don't care nothing about you as an artist. They want your masters.
Right.
Because that's what's gonna keep their money flowing.
Right.
I own your masters. I own you. You can go. Hey, your contract can be up with me, but if I own your masters, I can still play it.
True.
You know?
That's true.
So a manager needs to be well educated as well. Because you don't want to be a manager and you just dumbfounded to the industry, period. Because you're gonna sell your artist short. You know, and you can't say, well, he's my client. No, because you work for them.
So I know a lot of the information that you really want to give.
I don't give.
You're not gonna give because you tap dancing around this question too
Yeah.
much. So is it and the thing about it is when you talk about your music workshops and coming to the workshops, I know that you had Hump and LB, and you had quite a few people on the workshop together where they talked about a lot of these things for people to come into and learn some of the things about the industry. So would it be best to say that a lot of this information you don't really get too far in depth into? You know it because you manage people.
Right.
You don't want to go into because you got.
Then I went to school.
Right.
Yeah.
But you want people to come in and come to these workshops.
It's good for you to come to the workshop. You need to come to. I'm not trying to toot my own horn because I'm still learning too. I went to school for it, but a lot of times with me being and I've been doing this now 14 years. A lot of times I see artists that they don't know what they're supposed to know. Like you got artists don't even know what EPKs are. You know, it's a lot of stuff they don't know. A lot of them thinking that they're profiting because they're putting their stuff on Apple and Spotify and Amazon and all that, and you're not profiting. You're really not profiting. Okay, because you got it up there saying you selling it for $2.99. Okay, but you're not understanding the back end behind it. Yeah, it's up there for $2.99. The consumer getting it for $2.99, but when it get to you, you ain't got but probably 3 or 4 cents out the whole deal. So you got to sell so many to really even profit $1.
Right.
So yeah. You know, managers really are the brains behind it.
Okay.
But when I manage artists, myself and Mr. Dot, we teach them the business so they can be the brains as well. No, I'm just not an artist that you just know. I know what you're trying to do to me. So yeah.
So I don't want you to give it all away because I know you. If we go too deep into this, that means you would have to give it all the way, right?
Right.
But at least tell me one particular way that you will, like, if you wanted to create a relationship with, like, for instance, a promoter, how would you create that relationship or develop that relationship with a promoter?
Me personally, I have to look at how the promoter moves, because anybody can say they're a promoter. Anybody can say they're a label. I have to see how you operate, and which is just like Yelp, how you go and you grade.
Right.
That's the same thing you do for promoters too,
right.
To see if your turnaround is like your outcome.
Right.
So you can say, oh, I promote this person, promote that person. Let me give you a true example. Travis Scott incident.
Okay.
Everybody's trying to say that's the artist's fault. No, it's not. It's the promoter's fault. It was the promoter's fault because you got to do your research. You know, you got to do your research. A promoter can say, oh, I promoted this person, that person, this person. Okay, well, what's your report, your stats like with this person? Did they only use you one time or have they used you several times? That's how you do that. That's how you know what you're dealing with. If they're good to work with.
So managers would do their due diligence to find that
you have to
before putting you in line.
You have to. You have to. I treat it, me being a manager, I treat it as I wouldn't put myself in a sticky situation. So why would I do it to an artist?
That's a good point.
Yeah. So yeah.
So do you feel his manager did not do their due diligence when it came to that situation?
Yeah, they didn't.
And I have one viewer that said, I agree.
They didn't. You know, they didn't do their work. One thing managers got to understand, Ms. Monica, she's so quiet over there.
Ms. Monica, listen, she's taking it in.
One thing managers got to understand is that you work for the artist. So you always have to keep their personal life, them and their career at the forefront. So yeah, Travis Scott manager didn't do that right because he didn't do his homework. He didn't do something because if he'd have really did his homework, and I didn't even go to the concert, but when it happened here in Houston, I went back and did my homework on him. The man had like 17 violations,
right,
that he never paid. So that was red flags right there. So, you know, the manager didn't do his homework, and it made it all fall back on Travis Scott because people are like, well, we can't fault the manager. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, because he works for Travis Scott. A manager is an employee of an artist.
good point.
We're not their employer. They're our employer. We work for them. So by him not doing his homework, that went back on Travis Scott. Yeah, it happens like that. Yeah, it's a bad thing. It happened like that. But yeah, I would run from his manager.
And I'm glad you answering these questions because, you know, a lot of people on here probably are like me. Your industry is not the music industry. Like,
right.
You're on here, you listen to the show because you like listening to the show,
but
you just don't deal in the music industry, so you don't know these things. And
right.
These things are important for those who do deal in the industry to know.
Right.
So I appreciate you giving that knowledge sharing.
Oh, yeah.
Like my sister here, she shares this knowledge. She don't hold
I try to.
She try to.
I try to. I don't try to give too much. You know, I'll be telling my time. Don't give them too much, Shay. I don't try to give them too much because I want you to come to the workshops and learn it. You know, I'm still, like I said, I'm still learning too. I went to school for it, but yeah, I still go back and go to school try to get more classes in, more, because the music industry is a dirty industry. It really is. The music industry is its own mob. Let me just say that. It really is. It is. You got to know who you know, and then you scared to know who you know because you don't know what they thinking. So yeah. So it is what it is. Miss Monica, you over there? You got some answers, some questions?
I'm just listening.
She taking it in. She like, I'm taking it in. I'm taking it in. Yeah. So we got any more questions for us? Miss Keisha got questions over here, y'all.
I want to know, just like people want to know. If you say this is your industry and this is where you want to make your bread and your butter, then you want to know.
Right. Hey, Genuine, how are you? We miss you too, love.
All right. Genuine,
yes, we miss you too, love.
We're still taking music, so please send your music in.
Yes.
It is an underground show, so we want underground artists to send your music in. So your music to the Tower Radio Show 1.
Yeah. Or you can submit it to the Tower Radio Show music@gmail.com.
All right.
Yes. All right. So what's this next one? She got plenty of questions I see over here.
So I know.
And viewers, y'all can put questions in there too. I mean, y'all can ask each other. It's the radio show is this what it is. We play music, we talk about stuff, we do things like that. So yeah.
We ask questions too.
Yeah.
That are music questions. So I want to hear about a time where you had to negotiate a contract. Because I know you got some questions. I know you have examples. I want to hear about times where people have to negotiate contracts.
I've had 2 contracts I've had to help 2 people get out of. The first contract, 3 really. The first one was an artist that was under a label that I used to work for. And when I left the label, they got more artists, and the artist signed something called a provisional. There's never, ever in the world of music has there ever been a contract called a provisional. There is no such thing as that. Okay. So I got him out of it because the factors of what it was doing was not factors that an artist is supposed to be on. Here's my thing. Don't start signing 80-20 and 70-30 contracts when the label don't have no money. That's a waste of your time, a waste of paper. It's a waste of time. Okay? It really is. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. So, you know, that was the way I got him out, because I'm like, how can you sign somebody to an 80-20 or 70-30 contract and your label has no money?
Okay, so I'm just taken aback at the fact that the label has no money and you sign the contract.
But that all falls back to not having representation. You know, you thinking and you're just signing stuff. That doesn't work. Then I had another young lady that I helped get out of contract. It was he said, wow. Yeah, it was a contract to where it was a guy from Music World, and he was trying to get her to sign, but we all know Music World is no longer here in Houston. So how can you make me sign a contract for a tax ID that's not even registered anymore?
I'm just looking at you like they signed a contract.
Yeah.
With a label that has somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
because people want to be the music industry, when it comes to people, they want to be rich. And they thinking, oh, I signed a contract, I'm gonna get royalties. You can't get royalties if they ain't got no money to give you.
This is crazy.
Yeah. So, then I had another artist sign a 3-year loyalty contract. There's no such thing.
A loyalty
Yes,
contract?
there's no such thing. There's no such thing as a loyalty contract. It does not exist.
Like, how many of y'all on here gonna sign people up for a loyalty contract?
So LB said, okay, genuine. Okay, most definitely.
I'm putting his thing up here.
Okay.
So
put it back up there for me.
Here we go.
Okay, let's talk about those 360 contracts.
They're horrible.
That those artists are getting into. Okay. We're gonna leave that question up there. We're gonna get into it. Okay, genuine, I see it. Okay, so let me explain this to you. I'm gonna run it all down. Okay, you have a 80-20, a 70-30, and a 360. Okay. A 80-20 is usually the standard contracts that labels use. Sometimes if your management is real well, you can get them into a 70-30. But let me help you understand, and I'm going to get to the 360. I'm going to break all of them down. I'm going to start with 80-20 first. Leave LB question up there. 80-20. Understand this. All artists, all management, who's ever up here. He said, wait a minute. He said, what the heck is that? I'm going to get to it, genuine. So, okay, 80-20. Let me help you understand something. That's the standard contract. Here's the thing I need for artists, management, and anybody else to know. 80 does not go to you as the artist. I need you to know that. It will never go to you. So please quit thinking it's going to go to you. It's not. You're going to get the 20%. You're not even going to get the whole 20%. You understand what I'm saying? 80% goes to the label. You will never get the high end. I don't care who tells you will. They're lying to you. You will never get the high end. I worked in a label. You will never get the high end. Okay. 80% goes to the label. 20% goes to you. But here's the thing. You don't forget, your 20% got to cover your hotel, your travel, your CPA, and any other thing. So by the time it gets to you, you back where you started. Okay. 70-30, same thing. 70 goes to the label, 30 goes to you. You got a little bit of a win. You may get 5% out of that whole 30. 5%. That ain't no money.
Sad.
That ain't no money.
Sad.
Ain't no money. Now, what LB is talking about right here, 360, you get nothing. Nothing. You get nothing. You get nothing. You're basically working for free.
Crazy.
You get nothing. Nothing. And for artists who really think that you're winning with a 360, you're not. You're not winning at all. You're not winning at all. Because see, I can give you a true example. Meg Thee Stallion. 360. Remember, she was in all those court things down here? 360. She's in a whole nother label. She's with Rock Nation, right? But you still got to pay 1501. You still got to pay him. You still got to pay him.
Look,
he said,
by the time you get your money,
it has been chopped and you get screwed right there. Right there. Right there.
God.
But see, in a 360, I'm going back to this here, a 360, you get no money. You get no money. I don't let no label, nobody, don't even let your manager talk you into that. If he do, you need to fire their ass.
On the spot.
Right there. No, right there. 360, you get nothing. You don't own, you don't get publishing, you don't get performance. You have to pay. Go if you can. Go read the court records on Meg Thee Stallion. She was under 360. She still had to pay for her own studio time. Jeez. But you on a label that have a studio. So, thinking that you signing a 360 and you thinking you winning, you not winning. You're not really winning with an 80-20. That's why when you get into this, your manager really needs to know details of each contract. Hit that again.
Hold on 1 second.
All right.
So we're gonna hit this by the time you get your money.
Right here. You even can lose the rights to your name. Yes, a lot of you lose your rights. Because see, here's the thing. And let me say this, because I hear people say, well, I DBA'd my name. That's only a 10-year factor. It's only a 10-year factor. But here's the thing. When you sign to a label and you sign that contract, don't you know your 10 years is over because they own your name? They own your name. Because why? You just signed everything to them. Come to the workshop. You can learn them workarounds. You can learn them workarounds. You know, you got to learn them workarounds. Look at Miss Monica gonna be in the workshops. You can learn. She's gonna be looking just like that.
I'll be in all the workshops. I'm still learning.
You can learn the workarounds. You have to come to the workshops. It's workarounds around everything, but you got to be willing, and your team has to be willing to do the work. A 360, like I said, there are 3 contracts: 80, 20, 70, 30, 360. 360 should never ever be your first option. 80-20 shouldn't be your first option. If it is, because it may be because 80-20 is the standard contract, but try and make your management push for 70-30. Make your manager work. Make them work. Because see, the last artist I had, he got a contract sent to him, and they wanted to give him $250,000 to sign. But to buy his masters, they wanted him to give them $150,000. I was like, no, we're not playing like that. Because if he's coming in and you found him, you scouted him off of his songs that he did before he knew you. Now, how is he gonna pay you for masters he already owns? No. Come to the workshop. Come to the workshop. Abby, that was a good question. I know you got another one. I know you got another one. Miss Keisha probably got one. Bam, from Smoking Bam. I know you probably got one.
I know he got one.
Right? You gotta be able. You gotta be able to. This is the thing. When you start hiring people to be your manager, make them do an interview. When artists have come to me and say, Miss Shay, I want you to manage me, I ask them, what made you choose me as a manager?
Yep.
And I always ask that. And I've had a lot of people say, well, I did my homework on you. Like, it ain't much to find about me. But, but make sure you take your manager through that,
So they should have interview questions for the manager that they're trying to.
How do I get in the workshop?
Good.
I'm gonna actually talk with Mr. Dot, and we may do another one. I gotta let him give me the fee on the workshop. My thing is, if you're gonna pay your money, if you want to learn this, pay your money. Pay your money. If you could pay your money you can pay your money to go to the club, watch them shake some ass. You can pay your money to learn something about an industry that you're trying to get in.
Right.
I'm just keeping it real.
I agree with you. If you
I'm just keeping it real.
Your craft, then you invest money into yourself.
Like I said, when you come in the workshop, I'll break it down on who I am, how I got started in this. Like I said, I've been doing this 14 years. I managed 14 guys at one time. At that time, I was doing it by myself. So right now I'm down. I stopped doing it for right now. I'm only managing one artist right now. One artist.
It's a good one.
Okay, we got a question. What that is? Hit that.
So let me go on and hit this question.
Okay.
Put it up here.
Al B's question.
I'm going up. So he said,
not that one. Okay, question. A lot of artists don't know. Is there a way to get out of a 360 deal? Yes.
Good question.
Yeah. It is a way you can get out of a 360 deal. It is. There's not a contract that you cannot get out of. You just got to have the right representation going in there with you. And I tell people, myself, when I started, I always made sure I had an entertainment lawyer. You're going to need one of those artists. Managers too. Y'all going to need one of those. I have one. You're going to need one of those. You're going to need one of those. You're going to need one of those. Like I said, I helped the artist get out of a contract. And I think the entertainment lawyer that I had at the time only charged like $400. And they were out the contract later that day. Yeah. So yeah, you can. What are some of the words or wordings that can lead to red flag.
Good question, Vic.
All words and all the wording that be red flag, I'm gonna tell you, in a contract, it's gonna be very small. When you start reading the contract and you get down to that fine, thin print, that's all your red flag prints. And they make it thin like that. And I'm gonna tell you why they make it thin. They make it thin like that because they know a lot of people are so eager to sign, they're not gonna read it. They're not gonna read it. Because I always tell, when I worked at the label I worked at, and they used to bring artists in, and I used to sit right up in front of them, and they parents be sitting there, and they just be, I'd be like, I slap the pen out the hand. I need you to read that. Well, why you tell? I don't care because I work for the label. I need you to read that. You don't know what you're signing. Read that.
You slapped the pen out the hand?
I slap pens out of people's hands. Read that. You need to read that. Because down at the bottom, it always states you have, I think it's maybe like down in maybe line, maybe 70 or 78. It always says you always have the option to switch up the team that's given to you by a label. That's a red flag. You don't need a label to give you a team. You never want a label to give you a team because they don't work for you. They work for them. You never want a label to give you a team. You never want a label to give you a team. Never, 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 never. And I always stress that a lot in the workshops. Albie has been to one, Vic has been to one. I always stress that come in with your own team.
You have said that.
Come in with your own team. You never like right now. I'm managing Incredible Craig, myself and Mr. Dot. We have our own team. So when he goes somewhere, he don't need your team. He got a whole team. He don't need your team for nothing. He got a street team. He got a PR team. He gonna have a legal team. So when we hit a label, when they say, well, now here they go right here. And you got to add all of them to the roster. So see, I just divide and conquer. They 80-20. So now you got to really split it down the middle. So now when I sit at the table with you, that 70-30 that we going to sign, we going to get all that. We're going to get all that 30. Come to them workshops. Come to them workshops. What's another question? I love this.
You know what? Because what's going to happen is Boss Man is going to be looking.
No, he can't see. He ain't watching. He watching the game. He already told me I ain't looking. I'm watching the game.
Y'all gonna get right if you
so let's
answer that
see.
question.
Let's see here. Hit that key.
Hello.
Artists never signed a contract without reading it. A red flag is when you are told you are good. Trust me, right there. That part right there. That's another flag.
Just trust me.
Yeah. Just trust me. And then here's the thing, artists. If your manager sit there and allow them to keep saying, just trust me, you need to get rid of your manager.
You in on this too?
I'm telling you, when labels, when the artists I used to manage, when that label hit him with that, I said, no, only way he's coming in with masters. And if you want to give him that royalty check, we can do that. Now, if you want to give him that 250, you keep that 150 out of that because we're gonna come in on the masters. You ain't gonna own nothing. Do you know them people? They want to deal with it. Now you have to have a manager that's going in and sitting at that table. They got to be more of a beast than the beast that they dealing with.
Got you. Makes sense.
Why I cuss like I cuss.
So if you're scouting for new talent, you as a manager, like
I don't scout.
You don't scout. So who should be scouting for the new talent when
A&Rs?
Okay.
A manager doesn't scout.
Okay.
They shouldn't be scouting. If you are, you just thirsty. Don't scout. Your work, if you are a manager and you're doing something good, that artist gonna come to you. Your work gonna speak for you. You don't need to scout. You don't need to scout. But then if you are a manager and you scouting, please know what you're talking about when you scouting. I mean, you got to let people know what you're talking about when you scout. Let me see.
Did somebody put something here?
She say how boys reading is fundamental. That part, Miss Cynthia. That part right there. You have to be very knowledgeable. As an artist, you need to be knowledgeable yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You need to understand the copyright laws. You need to understand you need to understand all of that. Let me ask this question. What is an ISRC code to artists and managers? Let me see who knows what that is.
Oh, that's a good question.
What is that used for?
Anybody?
ISRC code. What is it used for?
You got to put it on the Jeopardy song.
Right? A manager should know this. A manager should know this. Come on now. A manager should know this.
Come on.
A manager should know this. Managers, you should know this. What is an ISRC code?
Look, if you don't know, Google it.
Hell, I even Google it, which I even though I know, but I'll be nice.
Somebody said, look, here we go. Sounds like if you are trying to break through as an artist, there's a lot of homework that needs to be done.
It is.
Right.
It is.
So you,
Damn,
you should know more than your manager know.
Well, and your manager should know as much as you know.
Right.
Your manager should know as much as you know. I'm gonna say this, there is no classes or courses to learn about being a manager of an artist. You should just do the work, period. Point blank, period. And then when you get to be a good artist, you can go on and let Miss Monica do your merchandise. Right there. But yeah, you wanna learn. Miss Keisha's looking it up.
I am. I told you the person. I just be
I'll just tell you the first word is international.
Thank you. What's this acronym? It is on here though. You want me to say it or you want them to look?
International Standard
Recording Code.
Yes.
There you go. Well, you can Google it if you don't know nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's International Standard Recording Code. Does anybody know what that means by that? And I'm talking to the artist and I'm talking to the management. See, the Talk Radio Show, y'all want us to play music, but you gotta learn this too. You gotta be in the game. Come to them workshops. All that be in them workshops.
But as Antoine stated, it's good that you know this stuff.
Okay.
As an artist, you can't just step into it.
Okay, let's see.
Totally blind about.
Digital track plays on your music and on.
Look, they put an exclamation on that.
The internet. Yeah, that, and it's also
streams.
Yeah, it's that as well. It's your music. It's the internet. It's not only that. It's also, it's also a way for you to collect your royalties. It's a code to know that the song is yours. It's a code to know things. Let me see. Hold on. He said, what?
That's what he said. What?
He said, oh, man, you said it last time. I'm driving. Yeah, but, that is a part of it. Riz, what you said, that is a part of it, but that code helps for your royalties to be capped off, to know who the song belongs to, how many plays it gets. That's what that is. That's a part of all of that,
So
Let's see here.
It serves as both an identifier for both video and music recordings. As an artist or producer, having an IRC code for your recording can help procure more royalties, validating any claims to
copyrights. Right.
And may be necessary for distribution on certain popular services.
Right. Right.
So it's important to have that.
It's important to have that. So also be careful when a label tries to afford you
all those advancements.
Yeah.
That's how they can keep you in debt.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we saw several movies about that.
But
several artists.
Here's the thing: a lot of artists think, "Oh, I got this royalty check, and I'm doing something." It's a loan. It's a loan. you're borrowing against what you're about to do. You're getting a loan on what you're gonna pay back, and you're gonna pay back triple what they gave you. And then that's why a lot of artists are in tax evasion, because here's the thing. Artists don't know, when you sign a contract with a label, and if your manager don't know any better, they're going to give you their own CPA. They're going to give you another manager. They're going to try to convince you your manager don't know what they doing to get you to go with their manager. They're going to try to get you to put everybody that's on that label team on your team. Okay? So understand that if you go that way and you do that, those people work for the label. So they don't care about you being in tax fraud. They don't care about where you live. They don't care about what happens, because they're getting their money on the back end. They don't care. And you will never, ever, and don't be thinking because they put your stuff on Spotify, Sony Music, and all this other stuff, and you thinking that you winning. You ain't winning nothing. Because I'm going to tell you, most of those places are owned by Sony.
Yep.
So who winning?
Sony.
Yeah. And so don't say Tony Montola, because Tony Montola don't own Sony anymore. So just think about it. I'm telling you, you gotta think about it. Look at it.
Somebody say you dropping some gems on here today.
Yeah. Look at Fantasia. Look at Fantasia. She got signed with Jive, but you bankrupt. How you bankrupt already?
What do LB say? Don't be taking too many advances.
You taking all them advances, thinking you winning and you not winning. You know, come to them workshops.
So workshops are key.
Workshop is the key, because we just don't talk about contracts. We talk about sync licensing. We talk about blanket licenses. We talk about how to get your music. We talk about the music library. We talk about copyright library. We talk about management. We talk about what your manager should know. We talk about how if you do infringement. We talk about all of that. We talk about what happens if you get sued. Like right now, everybody thinking, even the Pharrell and Robin Thicke and T.I. case is a case that people really need to read. Right. You really need to read that. You know what I'm saying? They knew what they did was wrong. But here's the thing. They don't even understand the factor of them being sued and they lost the case. They still got to pay Marvin Gaye's family. He's dead. So they got to pay their family 70 years. Plus after they die, their kids got to pay.
So they get residuals off of that over and over
so,
and over generational.
That's why Robin Thicke needs to stay his ass on the mask. Seriously. You need them checks. You need them checks for real. You notice how many times have you seen Pharrell do anything since that lawsuit? Because they gotta pay that. They're paying them 70 years. Marvin Gaye's dead, so the 70 years started all over. Come on now, your kids will be paying this girl, and she could be dead, and you be paying her kids. Come to them workshops.
You say come to the workshops.
I'm telling y'all.
Sometimes we get on the show, we hear artists and they use a lot, like some of their songs have beats that come from.
And then they get mad, but they get mad when they come on here and they're like, okay, my song was muted through your show. No, it's called infringement. You cannot take shit off YouTube, and it's not free. And that's what I need people to understand. These samples are not free. Y'all thinking they're not free. They're not free. Here's the thing. When you buy them beats, they got these little contracts. They try to tell you, okay, 10,000, if you can use it, but you can't get no higher than 10,000 streams.
Right.
Okay. That's 10,000 streams mechanical. Then you ain't got to the 10,000 streams sync. You ain't got to the 10,000 streams blanket. Come on. You might as well go ahead and go to a studio and let a producer make you a damn beat. That's theirs. That you buy exclusively. Stop buying this non-exclusive shit. Because you be wondering why you got a song over here on the radio, that same beat on somebody else's radio. Come on. That falls back to management.
Good point.
That falls back to management.
Good point.
So let me see. Who else got a question? I ain't gonna toot y'all too hard. Who else got a question
Look, you
before
can't
we
keep
get up
giving
out of
away
here?
all
Now,
them gems.
gotta come to the workshops. We're gonna try to do one before the year is out. We're gonna try to do one before the year is out. But I'm only gonna do it if people are serious about coming to it. I'm not gonna do it to waste time and grab all those people that I have to come in and sit and talk, and you don't have that, you know.
I think what people want to hear is they want to hear their songs and they want to hear, you know,
You
all
just want to
this other
hear
stuff.
you just want to hear your stuff played on the radio, but you need serious. People just want to hear their stuff played. Okay, this is an online radio show. They play my music. Then that's where your standards are.
It's right there. You might as well benchmark it right there because that's as far as you're gonna go. If you
That's
don't
where
know
you want to
nothing
go.
else.
You know what I'm saying? That's where
Right.
you want to go. That's where you want to go. I don't know. I don't get it.
know,
I don't
sis.
understand. You know.
I don't know.
But you got to want more for yourself. You got to hold your managers accountable as well.
And then you get these managers and they don't know anything, and then you wonder
They
why.
be dumb as fuck.
Right. So then you wonder
And then
why.
get mad when you tell them they dumb as fuck.
Then you wonder why.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Let me see.
Said you
Yeah.
gotta put yourself.
You gotta hold yourself to a higher
higher
standard. You
standards.
do.
I
If
agree.
if you are an artist and you want and you say, see, like I said, me and Mrs. Dot just started back managing again. Like I said, we were managing 6 artists. I had to drop all of that because my thing is I'm not gonna play with your time. I ain't gonna let you play with my time.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Don't call me when you get in a fucked up situation. I'm not gonna get you out of that. That's on you. Okay. I'm not gonna do that. So we started back managing. And here's the thing, you gotta have a team behind you. You know, as a manager needs to come equipped to their artists with a lot of things. If you don't have it, that's fine. You know, if your artists know that y'all working at it together, that's cool. That's a good relationship when the artists know that you working just as hard as they are. But you want to come with other things. Like myself, I'm getting ready to go back to school to get my talent license. So with the artists that I'm managing, if we decide to go and say get on BET and BET's in California, I want to be able to be licensed to book him on that show. Because if you don't have a license in California, you try to book somebody, your ass gonna get sued.
Smart move.
I'm just saying. Your ass gonna be sued. So I'm going back to school to get that.
That means that the laws vary from state to state. So
California law is very different in music than it is here, like in Texas. It's totally in Texas, you don't have to be a talent agent to get someone to perform. But in California, if you book an artist and you're from a different state and you don't have a talent agent license, you gonna get your ass sued. So
that means when you come to the workshop, so
yeah,
you'll know this stuff.
I'm actually getting ready. I'm actually getting. I actually was registering for my class Friday for that, so I'm actually registering to go and do that.
So
I
how
can be
often do
licensed.
you have to brush up on your industry knowledge?
I try to find a class every month.
Okay.
Every month I try to find a class. He said, "I love the knowledge. You always drop." Yeah, you got to. I try to brush up every month on things. You can never not be overeducated.
That's true.
Okay, that's what's up. You can never not be overeducated. And then another thing, and I'm glad you said that though, Jean, when you said about albums drop. A lot of artists, y'all need to do listening parties. So something that I do with my team, with me managing the artist, before we just put a song out, let's bring it to the table with some people and let them listen to it and give you good positive critiquing. You can't just stick stuff out there. I'm not a yes man manager. I'm sorry. That's just not me. I'm not a yes man manager because if it's I would never ever sing because everything you do reflects you, not only you, but it reflects me as well.
Right.
So if I allow you to put out trash, that means that's just how I feel about it.
Right.
So we got to be better than what Miss Monica back. We got to be better than what we. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all right. We'll fight them. It's gonna be all right. So we gotta. We gotta. You have to hold management accountable. Managers have to hold artists accountable. My thing is, I want artists to understand you got to always keep something Once you do one song, keep doing another song. For me, how I do things with managers, you got to go through. He said, I'm doing an intimate listening party before I join. Yeah, you got to do listening parties. That's good. That's how you get people to, you really see how people gravitate to your music. And you want people to be honest. Now, here's the thing for you artists. You cannot get pissed if somebody say, I don't like your shit. That's just their opinion. You can't be getting mad because somebody say, I don't like your shit. You can't be mad, I'm about to fight you. No, you cannot get mad because that's their opinion. That's what critiquing is. It's an opinion. You can't get mad at that. You want to go blow up the house and shit. And sometimes y'all be knowing y'all shit ain't shit. For real. Y'all just hate that it's coming out like that. You know, but I'm going to tell you, your music reflects who you are. So if you give out shitty work, that's how your music going to be perceived. I'm just saying. It's all right, Monica. Smile a little, baby. I'm gonna play this joint one more time. It's the H-Town favorite, I believe. Nah, it's gonna be an H-Town favorite.
You are not for everyone. That's right.
Right. And that's the thing. That's the thing. You're not for every. You know what? Before I play music, you say you hit the nail. You are not for everyone. And here's the thing. That's something that I talk about in the workshops. LB, I hope you're still on here, but that's something I talk about on the workshops. You gotta be able, you gotta know that you're marketable. Because my thing is, first time you bring me some stuff and it sounds like something you was just outside in front of the Popeyes or the Kroger or something like that, you just do
Outside in front of the Popeyes.
Like, I've had artists come, seriously, no lie. I've had artists come to me and they like, I'm a rapper. And I said, well, bust me a rap. I need a beat.
Yeah, I was there for that one.
Yeah, remember that? I was like, come on, let's go. Because my thing, oh, you're not taking me serious? No, because you don't take yourself serious.
He did tell us he needed a beat.
You don't take yourself serious. You know, you got to have balls to be in the game. Don't take everything personal. Right. You cannot say you're an artist. And when I say bust a beat, you bust a freestyle, you say, hey, I need a beat. Because Miss Shay not banging on now table, now trash can for you to get your track out. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not going to do that. Because here's the thing. Then you don't even know. You're just doing some shit because you want to do some shit. But see, here's the key thing. Are you doing it for fame or are you doing this for legacy?
They just want to be rappers.
You know, everybody can't rap. Just because they rapping. Everybody can't rap. Because when we was coming up, sometimes I'm telling you, some of the rappers back in the day, they were, he told me, give me a beat, Shay. I'm not. I'm not with you. I'm not with you. I'm not today. Not with you, bam. I'm not with you today. I'm not playing with you. Man, it's just the thing of, you gotta be, if you're gonna be an artist, you have to tell yourself you're an artist. You have to carry yourself like an artist. You have to present yourself like an artist. Nobody's gonna take you serious if you don't take yourself serious. Because me personally, when I used to work at the label, no lie, at the label that I worked for, it was like maybe 6 artists on the label. And I would go in there and they hated when I came because I was just the type of person, how bad you want it? Because I'm not going to sit here and hold your hand and tell you, you know the shit sound crappy. Fix it. When you figure it out, then I can figure it out with you. Other than that, I'm not going to say hold your hand. This is a doggy-dog industry. I cannot hold your hand through this.
So they want to chill it.
Yeah, and I'm not that. I'm not that. I ain't like to chill in school. I damn sure ain't finna chill for you now. I'm sorry. So come to the workshops. We're gonna have one real soon. I'm gonna have a real unboxing right now. Right there. I'm beatboxing right now. You so silly. We're gonna get together. We're gonna do a workshop. Albie, if you still on here with me, let me know. We're gonna get on here and we're gonna probably do a workshop very soon, but I only want serious people. You have to have that drive. Yeah, you have to have drive. You cannot make it. And then here's another thing with you artists, and I'm not talking about nobody. I said this on Set the Record Straight yesterday. Miss Monica was on there with me. I'm just saying this. If you like review shows and that's where you feel you're gonna get your hype at with the review shows, you do that. That's your business. That's how you feel. But my opinion of that is, how can somebody that is trying to get on the same level you get on review you?
And they paying for that too.
Like some fools. I'm not paying you $50 to skip nobody trying to keep your lights on because you want to do a review show. I'm not gonna do that. Miss Monica want to laugh on that. I'm not gonna do that.
They are paying.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna pay you $50 for a skip to keep your lights on so you can keep your review show going. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. When I do, if this is my thing, if any artists want to play some songs for the Tower and you want us to review it, we'll do it in a private setting. And here's the thing, if you want the Tower Radio Show to review anything you do, we can do it in a private setting with a couple of more artists who want to get their stuff reviewed, but don't get in your feelings when I give you the real.
That's a good point.
I'm just gonna say that. Don't get in your feelings. And I'm telling you exactly what a label is gonna. A lot of you artists need artist development.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
Miss Monica looking. She agree. She agree. A lot of y'all artists need artist development.
Look, you down here?
Some of y'all managers need artist development.
Not the man.
Seriously, yeah, because some of y'all Facebooks and Instagram, well, Instagram, because that's what y'all do. Some of y'all Instagrams be just pitiful. You know,
Trashy.
yeah,
Trash.
yeah,
Trashy.
yeah. Because I no lie, we had a meeting. Miss Keisha, you was in a meeting before when I told the guy about his Instagram. He got mad at me. I said, "You're presenting yourself now on your page. It say you artist money something. But down your page, it's got you and your grandma eating. Y'all at the grocery store, your grandma buying you a suit for Sunday. That is not your music page. I'm sorry. That is not. When A&Rs look at your page, we're looking for music. You're representing yourself as an artist. That's what we want to see. We do not want to see you and your mama at the picnic, you and your girlfriend, y'all out there trying to do an Instagram skit acting like y'all Ike and Tina. They not trying to look at that. That's why I say a lot of artists need development on that. You cannot have all that on your page. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. I worked for a label. I worked at the top. I was a senior VP. And I always had to look for that. And I turned a lot of people down because of that. Because of that. How am I going to go out and represent you and you don't even represent yourself right? Am I telling facts, LB? Tell them, am I telling facts?
Okay, Gina.
The song I sent is one of my best songs. I really want to give my best content. I love music and feeling it brings me inside. Let me tell you this, genuine as an artist, and you know, Miss Shay, I always tell you the real. If you got, and I'm talking to all artists, if you gotta tell somebody that your work is your best, it's not your best. You never tell nobody what's your best. You never tell nobody. You let them hear your best. Don't ever tell nobody what's the best. Let them hear it. Because I'm not going to tell y'all, oh, I'm the best management in the world. No, I'm going to let you see my work. I'm going to let my work speak for me. And then you going to tell me I'm the best. Yeah. Don't ever tell nobody that you're the best. Let them figure it out. Yeah, let them figure. Well, Gene, I talk to him all the time. He's been a loyal fan.
That's for a number.
Man, he's been a loyal fan. He actually won an award from our show.
Yep.
But you never, and that's for all artists. You never, if your artistry is good, you ain't got to tell nobody it's good. Like I said, for me, and I'm not tooting my own home. When Incredible Craig asked me and Mr. Dr. B, his manager, that man said at his own mouth, "I see your work." I ain't have to tell him. He saw my work. I ain't got to speak on me. I'm going to let my work speak for me. That's what artists need to do. Ain't that right, Miss Monica? Go on, smile a little. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, for those of you who are serious about doing a workshop with myself, Mr. Dot, and the rest of the crew, let us know. Let me see.
I was always doing that. That's why I have stopped doing the convincing I was doing so much.
Yeah, you don't convince nobody. You never convince. Let your work speak for you. You don't have to convince anybody of anything. You don't have to convince nobody of anything. You know, you never have to do that because you'll never ever hear me, Mr. Dot, and any of the Tyra crew say, "Oh, the Tyra show is the best." We're not gonna do that. We're gonna let you see how we do our thing. You never got to speak on yourself. Never. He said, "Hi, Miss Monica. Hope you're doing well."
Hi, thank you.
So yeah, so you never have to speak on yourself. You never have to do that. But for those who really want us to do a workshop, you know, just shoot me a DM. You can shoot Miss Monica a DM. You can shoot Miss Keisha a DM. You can shoot Stay Ready Kelly a DM. Just shoot us a DM. And you know, what's up, Will? You know you late. You know you late. You know you late. You late. You over there with that old lady. He over there watching them towels. That's what she be saying. That's what that old lady be saying. He over there watching them towels, people. I always say that. But no, if you want to do another workshop, Will Smith has been to plenty of our workshops. Genuine has been to the workshop. Been to plenty. If you want us to do another workshop, like I said, send a DM, you know, put something that you really want me to talk about in the workshop, and I'll go deep in depth into it. A lot of stuff it takes 2 or 3 classes to really understand how to work it. Trust me.
3. I'm still on. Look, 4, 5, 6,
Man,
7, 8.
when I went to school for this, when I went to school for Music Business Foundation to do all what I did. Let me see what you say. Now,
wait, hold on. I gotta put it back. I'm sorry. There we go.
Now, ladies, y'all gave everyone a free workshop. Now, for the full effect, they need to keep. That's it. For the full effect, you got it. Because I'm telling you, if you come to the workshop, my workshops, I've had people come from from New Zealand to the workshop.
New Zealand, Mr. Johnny.
Yeah,
he's a producer.
Yeah, so I've had a lot of people come to the workshops and they benefit out of it. And I still have people that talk to me personally. Now, after the workshop, if you still want me to help you after that and do consultation, that's another fee from there.
I'm gonna say breaking news. My track "Find My Way" featuring Will Smith, aka Motown, and Tigger Bounce is finally down.
Wow. Okay. Can't wait to hear that. Let me see.
What we got going?
Mello said he wants to perform at the Black Party. Okay, Mello. Okay. It's done.
Mello McLean.
It's done.
Hard. We love Mello.
It's done. You got that, LV? So Mello want to perform. It's done. All right. Yeah, the ladies locked it down. Yeah, you know, we got to. So, like I said, for those who want to come to the workshop, I'm going to get with Mr. Dot and the team later on, and we're going to come up with a date. And
Bam?
That's Bam from Smoking Bam.
Bam, it's football season, Bam. Y'all, look, we waiting on y'all.
Right, that part. So yeah, so we will do a workshop, and I'll go deep in depth. Now, if you need more understanding when we come out the workshop, then the consultation part will be another fee and another thing to do. Now, only serious people, when you talk about consultating with me, you got to be serious because I don't play. I don't play. I do not play. I'm about my business. When music is my thing, I love it. I'm about my business. Because we're gonna start an artist development course very soon. Very, very soon. Very, very soon. I mean, real soon. A lot of people need that.
So Boss Man normally, if he was on here, he'd be like, I don't know about that.
I ain't worried about him on that. Y'all better not tell on me. Y'all better not be DMing Mr. Dot telling on me.
I don't know about that.
Y'all better not be telling on me. But no, for those of you who really want to learn, hit that for me.
Okay.
Yeah, going through a few things. I have some paperwork issues I have to deal with. Gotcha. Okay, we'll be waiting on that show. We'll be waiting on that show. So yeah, so if you know, like I said, if you want me to do another workshop, please submit. I'm in Detroit. Oh, okay, you in Detroit. Okay, then that's what I'm talking about. He away from the equipment though. Okay, he's in Detroit. He's away from. Okay, so he'll probably get it. So my thing is, if you want the workshop, you know, DM us. Let us know if you want the consultation. It's different. If you are a business and you need advertisement, please check out our website at bit.ly/the Tower Radio Show 1. And you can go through there and you will see all our advertisement prices and things like that. And it'll tell you exactly what you need to do and how you need to do it to get your commercials, events, or whatever advertised on our show. Also, we do have a new segment coming up, the video world premieres. So if you have videos, the Talk Radio Show will be premiering your videos very soon.
So does that mean we get to see the drop of your new artist on the world premiere?
So yes, so the first video that we will be doing a world premiere on is "Swing on Me" by Incredible Craig, featuring Quiet, Money Dot, and Danielle Renee. That was a fun video shoot. Yes, it was. Shout out to that boy Rico. I'm waiting for his video too of the Walk remix. The Walk remix.
We saw y'all posted that one too.
Yeah, that was funny, baby. We was laughing at him because he was scared of that horse. We was laughing. Baby, we was laughing. And I kept telling all the horses, I got y'all cousin hair on and everything, you know. Y'all know I'm special. But if you y'all know, hey, you gotta laugh. That's what God say. You gotta laugh to keep from crying.
That's true.
So you know, if you want us to do another workshop, like I said, please hit us up. We'll be doing a workshop. I don't have a price on the workshop yet because I have to get Mr. Dot on that. But most definitely you'll see Al B in that workshop. Most definitely you'll see the Tower crew and many more in there. We may have a few label execs in there. So hey, let's get to it. Let's do it. Any more questions before we get ready to end the show?
Because you done gave him enough.
Right.
You done gave
Look,
like too
look,
much.
look.
Free. Look,
Like they my mamas.
Look,
Look, they
right up. What?
Abby already said you gave him too much. You just didn't catch what he was saying.
Right.
Yeah, I caught what he was saying. But you know what? But some people, it go right here.
It don't even go that far.
Not at
It
all.
don't go that far.
No.
You know. But for those of you who are trying to be managers and things like that and artists, I mean, the workshop will work out for you. I'm not saying I'm the greatest, but I'm telling you some things from a person that's been on the inside, sitting with how labels get down. So,
Yep.
You know, we can do that. But we will see you guys next Friday at 5:35 p.m. where we will have our show, the Rain Mix Friday with Set the Record Straight. That's the best segments there are.
That is an awesome segment.
That's the best segment there are on our Set the Record Straight. You can set the record straight about anything, but you cannot mention any names when you're setting the record straight. You can't mention any names at all. So, all of you that have seen your music in, I will play it next Friday. Also send your music to the Tower Radio Show music at gmail.com. Be on the lookout for new things, more better things coming for the Tower. We're doing a lot of things. Shout out to that boy Al B for even giving us the segment Set the Record Straight. Shout out to him. Shout out to the Tower team. Shout out to everybody who interacted and answered questions and did their thing with us. We enjoyed you all. We will see you all next Friday at what time, y'all? 5:35 p.m. I am Miss Shay. That's Miss Keisha. We got the lovely Miss Monica over there. She look like she a little mad, like she want to fight, but I'm find out later on. Yeah.
Don't set no more record straight about that.
Right.
Y'all.
Don't let us set no more record straight. But
Let
like
her
hey, Miss Keisha, Miss Monica, we are the Tower Radio Show. Always remember, take God with you, and where you can't take God, think the place you want to be. We're the Top Radio Show. We out. Peace.